guys, so I'm back with another late edition of my monthly K-pop hauls. So today I'll be sharing everything that I received in February. And a few of these things I've shared already through unboxings, so I'm just gonna quickly get those out of the way right now. Starting with the largest and heaviest item was TVXQ's Life is a Journey photobook. And I did a full unboxing of this while rambling the entire time. But this is a gorgeous photo book. You may recognize this cover where they went on multiple travel journeys together and alone to different locations. And I just love TVXQ photo books. They always have such great quality photo books, and this was no exception. And I also unboxed 2 albums last month. The first being Junho's second best of album called 2. That he released on his birthday. And Junho's best of albums that he releases in Korea are always such a treat because you get to listen to the songs in their original form that he wrote them in before he ever released them on his Japanese solo albums. And I think it's also a great way to get more people or K-pop fans to listen to his work, because he does release most of his solo work in Japan. I think a lot of people are a little hesitant to try it out because it's in Japanese, and I think there's this kind of misconception about Japanese K-pop out there, and that it's just a cheap remix of Korean K-pop. And so I think a lot of people don't usually go out of their way to check it out. But these Korean best of albums for Junho are a really good introductory point for those who are hesitant to try or get into original Japanese K-pop songs. And for photo cards, I'm just going to pull up my binder here because it's easier to look at them this way. So the album comes with a full set of 5 photo cards here. These are just the backs of these photo cards. I bought 2 copies, so that's why I have it that way. And you also get 5 of these. They're called Pick photos that are basically jacket-sized cards. And the other unboxing I did last month was for Nakoon's solo album, Me. And so this is, again, a Korean version of his solo album. I did a full unboxing of it, and what's really cool about this album is that all the songs are basically in English, which you don't usually see on the K-pop market these days. And with this being Koon's first solo album, I was honestly very impressed with the quality of these songs. I spoke more about this on his Japanese solo album, which are basically the same songs that are on this Korean version, with the exception of one. And I need to do a favorite solo song compilation for him, because now I have the Fuji Next TV broadcast of his home concert. So do look forward to that if you are a Nakoon fan. And for this album, you get 1 random photo card. I bought 2 copies so far, so these are my polls. I'm just missing 1 of his photo cards. And I also have the Taiwanese press of this album coming to me as well, because there's different photo cards for that release. And they also have a bonus track with the Mandarin version of his song Umbrella. So these are, I guess, the recap of what I've shown already. So now on to new things. I'm going to start with albums, and one of the solo albums I picked up last month was Key's solo album Face. I know he just came out with a repackage, but I wanted this version because of the packaging and how it's consistent with the other members' solos. And Key really blew me away with the solo release. All the songs are really great. I love how the track list flows together. I know in his repackage, I do like the new songs on there, but I feel like the album as a whole, when you consider its, I guess, consistency, just really works for me with his Face release rather than his repackage. But that's usually the case for me with SM repacks. I tend to prefer the former release rather than the repackage as a whole. And Key just recently enlisted, so I'm really happy to finally have his solo album in my collection. And this is the photo card I pulled. if someone is in need of his photo cards, let me know and we could work something out. The other album I got early last month was Chungha's solo release. So this is my first Chungha album and I just adored the song. This was probably my favorite song to come out this year. I still listen to the single like on repeat, and the packaging for this is just completely gorgeous. I haven't quite put all her things away in my photo card binder because I think I want to start actively collecting most of Chungha's releases, but all the postcards and it's just really good. So I do have plans to get more of Chungha's albums. I'm not sure when that will be, but eventually I'll get a hold of them because after this single came out, I basically re-listened to all of her previous work and really like all of it. Prior to this release, for some reason, her solo stuff never really captured my attention, but I'm definitely into Chungha's solo music now. And I could totally see her being one of my favorite female soloists. And the last few albums that I picked up last month was Dreamcatcher's new release. And I actually only bought one version last month and technically just got the second version this month in March, but I'm gonna go over both of these. And I've already talked about how much I really enjoy Dreamcatcher, and they become one of my favorite girl groups. I really enjoyed the title track Perry, as well as all the B-sides on this, so it was just natural for me to pick this up when it came out. And they just opened up pre-orders for their concert goods on K-Town For You, so I need to get on to that. But for photo cards, I did order, I think, the Instability version from K-Town For You, so it came with this double-sided postcard, which I don't know who else got this, but I feel like the image quality is kind of lacking. It's a pretty grainy photo. And for Dreamcatcher's photo cards, I collect Yukens, and I actually have all of her cards as of now, except for her Selka message photo card. So if someone has that, do let me know. And these are the cards I have, I guess, up for trade, if you'd like to trade. So I made some space because I was running out of room. And the next few things are DVDs that I picked up. I think I mentioned getting these in my previous haul video, but I got Junho's Winter Special Tour, which is the concert he had last year in early winter. And I've mentioned how I just really like getting 2 p.m. DVDs on pre-order from Amazon Japan because you get them pretty quickly. This one I ordered with the TVXQ Photobook, so it did take quite a while to get to me because there was a delay with the Photobook. But after I got this, I watched it, and it was, of course, a really good concert. I like all of Junho's solo music and solo concerts. It was really refreshing to watch this one because all of his other solo concerts had more of a summer theme. So this sort of more sleepy and kind of cozy concert was a nice change for him. So that is kind of a little preview of what the concert was like. And I feel like there's always new 2 p.m. things coming out. So of course, Chansung's concert DVD came out a few weeks after Junho's did. So this is his first solo concert, Complex. And I just adored this concert. I talked about it during my Chansung collection birthday special, but this is one of my favorite 2 p.m. solo concerts. I just really appreciated all of the work he did into this, and that he designed this set list to flow like a musical, and I just thought it was a really good way to set himself apart as a soloist in 2 p.m. where everyone is a soloist, basically. And this was just a really good concert to watch with some really great performances. And the last 2 DVDs I have to share are some movies that I picked up on Yes Asia. So I do collect a lot of after PM things, I've mentioned before, and Kun has 2 movies out that have English subtitles. So I decided to pick them up on Yes Asia, along with one of the copies of his solo album I picked up because I had a coupon. The first one is 7 Something, and this was, I think, his first movie role in Thailand. And he just has a small little role, and I actually haven't watched this yet. I've been meaning to. But now I have it on DVD with English subtitles, so I can. This is the Taiwanese version of this, and I think it's the only version with English subtitles for those who are interested. The other movie of his I picked up was Brother of the Year, and this is the Hong Kong edition, which has English subtitles, and I think it's the only version that's currently available on DVD. I think there might be a Taiwan press one coming out soon too. And this movie also just screened in Korea, so I'm kind of curious if there'll be a Korean version with English subtitles coming out. But I did watch this when it was in theaters, actually in the States. So I wanted to get this, and this movie did really well. It was one of the highest grossing, I think, Thailand movies that came out last year, and I enjoyed it. So I did want to get a physical copy of it. And so these are all of the photo books, albums, and DVDs I picked up last month. So last month was rather expensive, especially considering the big photo books and Japanese DVDs. But the last thing I wanted to share that I mentioned, I think, in my last monthly haul, was that I got a A4 sized folder to store a bunch of my clear files and A4 sized photos. So I know, especially when it comes to merch, you get a lot of these clear files and really large photos that don't fit in your photo card binder. So I actually picked up this folder here on Amazon Japan when I ordered all these Japanese things for, I think it must have been around 300 yen. It was one of those Amazon add-ons, so it was really cheap. There's about 40 pages, I think, but you could get it a 20-page version, a 60-page version, or a 100-page version of this folder. I wasn't really sure what to expect, so I just went with 40, and I think it's a good size. So I actually ordered a second one with my next Amazon Japan pre-order that's coming. But basically, I have a bunch of these clear files for 2 p.m., as you see here, that I didn't know how to store. And so this was a very convenient way to store it all in. And they do peek out at the top here, but these are plastic, so I didn't really mind too much. It's all contained, which is kind of just what I was looking for, and it's easy to flip through. I also have these A4 size photos, which fit perfectly, so they're not peeking out at the top here. So this was a good storage device for both of these things. So I'll just share these all quickly with you since I'm here. But these are all my 2 p.m. clear files from solo concerts, group concerts, and A4 photos. I think I'm going to break out the solo stuff in my folder that's in my A4 size folder that's coming to me my next Amazon Japan order, because as you see here, I'm out of space. But yeah, I found this to be a really just useful thing to have, and I'll link down below the listing that I got on Amazon Japan if you're interested in getting one of these as well. But that was everything I wanted to share in this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will have marches up much more promptly I will do my best to do that. And until next time, bye guys.